A very good morning to all of you. I am Anshul Sharma, your biology teacher, and in this video we are going to start the first division of kingdom Plantae, and the name of division is Thallophyta. The division Thallophyta include all algae. So what are algae? Algae are the chlorophyll bearing simple thalloid autotrophic aquatic organism. That means all algae bear chlorophyll, and because of the chlorophyll they are able to perform photosynthesis, and that is why they all are autotrophic. They are simple and thalloid, that means their body is not differentiated into root or stem like structures. Their body is simple thalloid clump, or the aggregation of cell is there, and they are strictly aquatic organism. They cannot survive in absence of water. They can only survive in the moisture, and they could be fresh water and they could be marine. That means they can found in fresh water and they can also found in the sea water. Now we are going to discuss the general characters of Thallophyta. The first character is the habitat. That means what kind of habitat is acquired by the Thallophyta. As you know, they are mainly aquatic. The main is they cannot survive without water, so they are mainly aquatic, found in fresh water and marine water, but sometimes they are found in some other places. But remember, wherever they are found, they require moisture, they require water. So sometimes they can also found in on stones, on soil, or on the wood. But if the stone, soil and wood is moist, then only they can found there. So they can found in moist stone, moist soil and moist wood. आपने देखा होगा नदियों में पत्थरों के ऊपर काई जम जाती है, तो दैट दे आर फाउंड ओनली इन द मॉइस्ट कंडीशन. कई बार आपके बाथरूम्स में भी ये जम जाती है, कई बार आपके पाइप्स में भी जम जाती है. दे रिक्वायर मॉइस्चर. सम ऑफ द एल्गी आर symbiotic. As we have discussed in the last chapter, in lichen the algae are found in symbiotic with the fungi. So some of the algae are found in symbiosis and some of the found as epizoic. Now what is the meaning of epizoic? Epi means upper and zoa means animal. That means some of the algae are there that grows on animals. On animals, there is a mammals, the laziest mammal, that is a sloth. इतना सुस्त है कि उसकी बॉडी के ऊपर एल्गी पैदा होने शुरू हो जाते हैं या सेटल होने शुरू हो जाते हैं. दैट इज़ वाई इट अपीयर्स ग्रीन इन कलर. हाइड्रा also appears green in color due to the presence of an algae that is called Zoochlorella. Chlorella. Some of the algae is also found as parasite, but very rarely, and they are found as parasite on tea plant or on pepper plant. काली मिर्च के पौधे पे या चाय के पौधे पे एज अ पैरासाइट भी मिलते हैं. सो दे आर मेनली एक्वेटिक. दे कैन फाउंड इन फ्रेश वाटर, इन मराइन वाटर. दे कैन फाउंड ऑन मॉइस्ट स्टोन, मॉइस्ट सॉइल, ऑन मॉइस्ट वुड. दे आर फाउंड एज symbiotic also. Sometimes they grows on animal as epizoic, and sometimes very rarely they are found as parasites. Now let's discuss the forms of the Thallophyta. That means what are the forms in which they are found. They can be found as unicellular, they can be found as multicellular, and if they are unicellular, they could be of two types. They could be unicellular motile and they could be unicellular non-motile. That means some of the algae are unicellular and they can move. The example is Chlamydomonas. It can move due to the presence of flagellas. An example of unicellular non-motile is Chlorella. Because they are the scientific name, we must underline them. Some of them are filamentous. Some of the algae are filamentous, and they could be filamentous and unbranched. That means they are in the form of filament but unbranched like this. And the example is Spirogyra. Spirogyra, and Spirogyra is commonly known as water silk. They could be filamentous and branched. That means the appearance is filamentous and it is branched like this. Filamentous and branched. So they could be filamentous and branched, and example is Cladophora. Cladophora is a filamentous and branched algae. They could be colonial also. The example is Volvox. Volvox, however, they are unicellular, but they form the colony. They could be umbrella shape. छाते की जैसे शेप के भी हो सकते हैं. द एग्जाम्पल इज Acetabularia. And this Acetabularia is the largest unicellular algae. However, there are many unicellular algae including Chlamydomonas and Chlorella, but Acetabularia is the largest unicellular algae, and the largest multicellular algae are called kelps. Always remember, kelps is not a name of any algae. There are some red algae that are very larger in size, and the kelp term is used for those large sized algae. Now come to the next feature of the algae, that is a cell wall. The cell wall of algae is composed of two layers. Algae की cell wall हमेशा दो layer की बनी होती है. For suppose this is a cell of algae, so it is made up of two layers. The inner layer is always composed of cellulose, and outer layer can be made up of pectate, algin, and etc. depending upon the different class of the algae. So inner layer of the algae cell wall is always made up of cellulose, and outer layer may be made up of different components. The next feature is the reproduction. The member of Thallophyta reproduce by always, that means they reproduce vegetatively by the process of fragmentation. What is the meaning of fragmentation? There is a filament of algae, it divides into two fragments, and then each fragment will develop into a separate alga. So they vegetatively reproduce by the process of fragmentation. They reproduce asexually also, and they reproduce asexually by the production of spores, and these asexual spores are generally zoospores. Now what is the meaning of zoospore? Zoo means animal, and the main feature of the animal is to move. That means these are the spores that have flagella and they can move. So these flagellated motile spores are released, and wherever they will settle, they will develop into a new algae plant. So they reproduce vegetatively by the fragmentation, they reproduce asexually by the production of spores, and they reproduce sexually by production of gametes, and these gametes are always haploid, and then gametes get fused. That means they reproduce sexually by the production of gametes and then the fusion of gametes. Now depending upon what type of gametes are there, the sexual reproduction in algae is of two types, or gametes can be grouped into two categories: isogametes and anisogametes. Now what is isogametes and anisogametes we will discuss now. Iso means similar and gametes means gametes. If the male and female gametes are similar in size and appearance, so those gametes are known as isogametes. That means the male gamete and female gametes are similar in appearance and character, so they are the isogametes. And anisogametes, if the female gamete is large, round and non-motile, and male gamete is small and motile, so these gametes are known as anisogametes. So in algae, the sexual reproduction occurs by the fusion of gametes, and the gametes could be isogametes, could be anisogametes. The isogametes can be of further two types. They could be flagellated, as in the case of Chlamydomonas, and they could be non-flagellated, as in the case of Spirogyra. And anisogametes are found in Volvox and Fucus. The sexual reproduction which occurs due to the fusion of isogametes, that type of sexual reproduction is called isogamous reproduction. The sexual reproduction that occurs due to the fusion of anisogametes, that is called anisogamous reproduction. And when the female gamete is large, static, and male gamete is small and motile, and they fused and the sexual reproduction is taking place, so that kind of sexual reproduction is called oogamous reproduction. So these are some of the general features of division Thallophyta. We will discuss about the economic importance and respective three classes of Thallophyta, that is green algae, red algae and brown algae, respectively Chlorophyceae, Rhodophyceae and Phaeophyceae, in the separate videos. Thank you very much for watching the video.